Hello, folks.
Hi.
Good day.
Night.
How's it going? Good night.
They can see the windows. It's night time.
It's pretty early today. We're recording this with our child in the room. He's busy, though. He's over there doing something. If you could see, he'd probably laugh. But
You probably would think he was filling his diaper. But he's
I don't think he is. He's just kind of standing funny. But anyways, so how you doing?
Good. How was your day?
My day was good. It's been kind of a slow week at work, but
More time for podcasts.
it's fine with me. Yeah, exactly. More time for podcasts.
And other projects.
And other projects.
Yeah.
Yep. So I know we've been talking other projects. We've been talking about that for a while, but
Well, one of them is a really big project.
it's in the works. As you can hear,
Bear with me.
our son is awake right now. He's watching Curious George on YouTube. Shout out Curious George. He loves him. But
Georgian chickens.
I always forget. I always forget to silence my phone when we do these podcasts, and that's when everybody texts me and tries to message me. The second I hit start, it's like bing, 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 bing.
He's that person.
Seems like that anyway.
Ryan always knows where his phone is. I do not.
Yeah. Well, you do right now. Our son's using it.
As I said, Ryan.
Oh yeah. Sorry. You're talking about that, Ryan.
Oh, no. I was talking about you.
Oh. Okay.
It works both ways. But anyway. So today, more current-ish events, because we're a huge, well, maybe not huge, but we're a big football family.
Yeah.
And apparently
I would say so.
that has got passed down to the generation. That's Ryan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's been predicting game winners. I think we
yeah.
talked about this actually on the podcast already.
We've been
A little
asking
bit, but-
him so consistently, like, what color do you think's going to win?
Yep.
But he seems to really favor the color red.
Yeah.
I feel like every time he's like, red team.
Which
Red
has
team.
worked out this year
Red
because
team.
both teams in the Super Bowl set, both teams in the Super Bowl are red.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, how am I going to ask him? Which red team? do you want to
yeah.
win?
Which
Do you want the red and white team or
the white or
red
the
and-
gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
know
see.
what I'll come up with. I'll wait until that day because he'll look and sometimes he'll go,
I'll think about it for a minute. He's
And
been
then-
pretty good at predicting winners.
yeah. I think there was only one game that he didn't.
That he didn't get right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said. What did you say? What team do you want to win the Super Bowl?
Red team.
Red team?
Red.
Okay.
Do you want the red and white or the red and yellow?
Red team.
Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. It's the red team is going to win. But funny, I was listening to just this morning, I actually went on and asked Alexa for like family podcasts because we're trying not to watch so much TV. Yes, it sounds very counterproductive that football's around because if you're a football fan, you know that you spend like 6 hours a day at least like watching TV, or like you have the TV on, you might get up and do other things. But
It's only for part of the year. We're almost done with it. One more
right,
week.
and luckily it's in the winter, so
Right.
that's a little nicer, something to do or look forward to, indoor activity. But so I was asking, how did that feel?
Okay.
You're okay?
Okay.
You're telling them people you're okay? Okay, thank you. So, where was I going? Oh, so I
Podcast.
asked Alexa about a
Okay.
family.
Okay. Daddy. Okay, Daddy.
You're okay? Okay. Good.
Okay.
He whacked his head again.
Okay, Daddy.
You're still okay? All right. Good. I'm glad.
So I asked Alexa for family-friendly podcasts because I'm trying to find things to listen to,
Yep.
you know, kind of like this. And hence why I want to flood the world with.
Okay.
All right, that's enough.
With some podcast stuff so people can listen to it that is family friendly, because lots of times I hear a lot of swear words and things on certain podcasts, but I asked for family friendly, and all of a sudden the Kelsey brothers show up.
Really?
Which, yeah.
That's explicit.
I literally said family friendly podcast and they said, here's a recommended podcast. And I didn't hear exactly what it said. But it said brothers, so I was like, oh, it's just brothers, whatever.
New Heights, I think it's called. New Heights Podcast is the name of it.
Know.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden I realized that it was Jason and Travis, and Travis doesn't have the cleanest mouth. And I was like, well, that's not really
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was
family
thinking
friendly.
like as far as like dental hygiene. And I was like, oh, wait, no,
like,
he swears a lot.
His speech. Yeah. And then, so they were like actually talking about not his, but Jason's latest and greatest tribute to football, not as he has retired.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that he was shirtless and doing his thing
at
his brother's game.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You're a good okayer, you know that?
Just keep watching
Ryan,
your show.
Ryan, do you think it's appropriate to be shirtless at a football game?
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. So he has the stamp of approval from...
Yeah, that was pretty cool what Jason Kelsey did there. I mean, not the shirt.
To run around shirtless?
No, not that. But I saw a clip that didn't get shown on TV when they like cut to him out in the stands or whatever.
Oh, I wonder if you and I are going to talk about the same. Go.
Go. He like...
What do you got in your brain?
When he went down into the stands, he found girls that were holding Taylor Swift signs. And he picked them up and held them up. And you could hear him say to the little, oh, let's show Taylor your sign. And held up the girl holding the sign to show Taylor in the box. Yeah. He did it for a couple girls that were there.
Well, I guess while I was listening to the podcast, they were talking about this incident of him just like poking out without a shirt on and like, for his brother. And I guess Funko has reached out to him.
Really?
And wants to like have this like shirtless Jason Kelsey
a Funko Pop
with a beer and like something. Yeah, like
really?
a Funko Pop.
That's
That's
hilarious.
what they were talking about on the podcast. And so he was saying that I forget off the top of my head what the tribute would be to, but it would be
Okay.
it was they were going to do it as some type of portion of the proceeds would go towards a charity of some sort.
That's cool.
So
Is he going to do it?
I guess it's like in the works.
I'm sure he's going to do it. Yeah.
But I think that if all goes well, I mean, he probably would. But
that's cool.
They were talking about
that
on the podcast today. So shout out to that. But I just found that very interesting. And then it was funny too because they were talking about the growth that they have on their channel.
Oh.
And how it's
probably
ridiculous. Yes. And it was funny because Travis was talking about the growth on his. And he's like, yeah, this is so good. Like, thank you so much. And they were talking about different countries, like even countries that don't have football or American football, that they have like soccer as football. And they're like, why would they? And then Jason goes, yeah, it's all those Swifties out there.
It is.
And then
exactly
Travis like doesn't say anything, and he's just like, so anyway, blah, 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 blah.
It's true though.
And
it's 100% what it is.
I'm like, if it is, and Travis doesn't play his card right and put a ring on it and it gets accepted, things might go down pretty like quick south. But I feel like the people that are truly there for the football will always be there. Almost
for sure. Yeah.
The people that are like here for us are like really there almost no matter.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no matter what we do, because obviously if we turned into really not nice people, that probably wouldn't go well. But
right.
Not just here for this like one episode because we're talking football or something.
No, but that's definitely it. Because I mean, I see a lot of their podcast clips come up on my TikTok feed, and like I'll look at the comments.
Secretly, he is a Travis fan.
What?
You're a Travis fan.
I like Travis. I think he's good. But like on the TikTok clips of their podcast, you go in the comments and it's all like Swifties. You can tell.
Is she gonna show up?
Right.
When is she coming?
Yeah. So I think that's a big part of their audience now. Why wouldn't it be?
Because she's not on it.
Yeah. But they want to get to know
That's
her
like
boy.
saying anything that you touch. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
just don't think
Another
like
cool
that, I
like
guess.
little thing related to the Taylor Swift thing.
He's
there
also
was
a
this-
Swiftie fan.
There was this like clothes designer. I think she's the wife of actually a running back on San Francisco, which is kind of funny now that they're playing each other. But a few weeks back, Taylor wore one of her jackets that she designed. Like she took like a bunch of different Kelsey jerseys and stitched them together to make like it was really a really cool looking jacket that Taylor was wearing. But she was wearing that and it blew up, got a bunch of publicity. And now she signed a licensing deal with the NFL.
Oh.
So she's going to be making like official like licensed merch for.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. So, but
Wow.
that would have never happened if it wasn't for Taylor.
We were,
Probably. Maybe it would have, but
side note or such just for us in the future wise, but that person that we have in the back of our mind for that could possibly make sweatshirts and things like that.
oh yeah.
If
yeah.
we ever needed to do that type of thing again, we should use that person.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, side note.
Yep.
Yeah. So other than what are we actually doing for Super Bowl, by the way?
I don't think we have anything planned yet. We got to figure that out.
Because
It's such a. I wish it wasn't like I wish they would just put the Super Bowl on Saturday. That would be great.
two things that would make life so much easier, especially on a Monday morning. Don't put hands in my water. No, that's not one of them. So, two things that I would love to change about the world to make a Monday morning, one of our Monday mornings, that much easier. One, Super Bowl being either on a Saturday or earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And then two, daylight savings time,
Get rid of it.
done.
Yeah. Daylight savings is stupid.
Those two things. And then there would be two more Monday mornings. Nobody really likes Monday mornings,
Right.
essentially, or that rumor has it. But I feel like those two things would totally change the dynamic of the Mondays. At least twice a year, we would be happier than what we were before.
Super Bowl being on Sunday is so dumb because everybody's going to stay up for it.
I don't
Like-
mind it being on the Sunday. The Sunday doesn't bother me. It's the time, the
Yeah.
night, that the fact that it's like Sunday night instead
And
of
it's like 6:00, 6:30. It starts like it's not super late, but it's like late enough. But it doesn't
gets done
end
until
right
like 11.
because the halftime
12.
show is like an hour or whatever.
Usher, keep it quick, boo. Keep it quick.
Yeah,
Oh.
Usher. What is that?
Just
That-
let it burn quick.
What a weird choice. Like, what is this? 2004?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the Super Bowl halftimes are great, but some of them are just kind of like.
I'm still surprised that Taylor didn't do it. But
know.
now, in a way, I'm like, maybe she didn't because she
I
wanted to
heard-
be with Travis
Right.
in case he was in, or maybe it's a conflict of interest. Like,
I heard they asked her this year
Oh,
and
did
she
they?
turned it down. Yeah.
they asked her or he asked her.
No, the league or whoever.
Imagine if Travis is like, hey, could you do my.
Can you imagine if she did it? It would be the most watched Super Bowl of all time if she did. It might be anyway where she's going to be there for the game.
What if she, like, has a thing where she goes in to it at some point?
The halftime
Like,
show?
with Usher for a second.
Oh, it would be
and
insane.
then, like,
it would be like
pieces out.
the ratings would be just ridiculous.
Well, if nobody knows it was going to happen,
Yeah.
maybe, like, but afterwards it would be
Right.
huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
the NFL definitely likes Taylor Swift. I'll say that. They're making bank.
I think they should give her own number. Or maybe a letter,
Yeah.
like the TS or something.
And it's
like
funny,
her
like
jersey.
I saw another thing today. People were like analyzing, like, and I've heard it a million times. I don't like. I watch football for football, not Taylor Swift. And it's like, like, and then I saw somebody like rebuttal that and break it down. Like for every game that she's been at, she hasn't been showed for more than like a total of 30 seconds per game.
Oh yeah, so
It's like,
so you still get the football. You
Right.
can totally avoid the situation.
Right.
But before and after, like, the analysts will talk about it.
yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
They do
so
mention
they
her a
do
lot.
mention it. So
Yeah.
I get it. It's almost like, boy, I'm as loud as I can be. Oh, you want the little person.
Yeah, that's
being really
true.
loud. So I kind of get it. Like they probably go to the games and they probably, I feel like when you actually physically go to a game, you miss a lot too. Like it's a totally different
100%,
dynamic.
Yeah.
So I guess the people that actually go to the games, it might just be more annoying if there's a different security. Like,
Yeah.
but that would be like all the players. I assume that she gets kind of the player treatment, like
Oh,
goes in
yeah.
where they
She
go
has
in
her
and
own like
stuff,
Secret
but-
Service. Like,
Secret Service.
yeah. Yeah, like after the game
Like
on this
DoorDash,
past
you
Sunday when
mean?
they won, and she went down on the field for the celebration,
Oh yeah.
and you could see like she literally had like Secret Service around her.
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Yes. Some onion rings.
No, it's like her
Paparazzi.
hired team, so like security team or whatever. That would be so stressful. I can't imagine being that level famous. Like you can't do anything. Literally anything. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything without pandemonium.
That's like Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I
It
don't
would-
think
it
I
would
would like
be-
that. I
that'd
mean,
be
in one
stressful.
way it would be nice because you would never like, because I'm a people person, so I'd never have to like be alone.
Mm-hmm.
But on the reverse side, you never get to be alone because
Right.
I do value like even driving home from work and just having that like,
Right, but
or, you
like
know,
you couldn't
some
do
days-
that. You could not
some
drive
days
home
even
from.
with him. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to touch me. I don't want anyone near me. Just like I get overstimulated. I love him. It's just,
Yeah, you'd have to be like, I don't know. You'd have to buy like a gigantic 1,000-acre ranch in Texas or something, and then just put a fence around it. Like
Whistlin's tried it.
that's the only way to avoid
People
people.
still show up.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. I'm thinking the Chiefs are gonna win the game this year.
You think the Chiefs are going to win?
Yeah, I
Didn't
do.
they just have an injury? A significant ACL tear?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we did.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
I don't remember who. Not a running back. What was he?
I think he's a defensive guy, wasn't he?
Something. He does something on the team. Probably wears red. Maybe
I
yellow
don't-
shoes.
I don't know. I just have a feeling that Mahomes is tough to beat. He's just a winner.
But Purdy, look at what
Purdy's great too.
Purdy just came back from. So we didn't watch the whole Purdy versus Goff.
Yeah, Goff, the Lions.
Yeah. Who do I call him? I call him Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. So, buddy, you can't sit up anymore. I can only get so close to the table. Thank you very much. So Purdy versus Ryan Gosling. That game went at halftime. Ryan was winning. And yes, I know his name isn't Ryan Gosling, but this is
Jared Goff.
this is what I do. What's his first name?
Jared.
Ryan. Anyway, so I know, like at halftime, it looked like the Lions were definitely going to win.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I woke up the next day and I just checked it just to be complete and full circle. And then all of a sudden I found out that San Fran won.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when? Like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
Because they didn't look
the
so
Lions
hot
coach
before.
It was a bunch of different things.
The
but
Lions
the
coach,
Lions
though?
coach did.
I would
I
probably
like
want to
him.
give him a hug.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I think he'd be scary if he yelled at me.
He's just a gambler.
I'd be. What?
He was up by they were up by 2 scores, right?
Yeah.
They're in field goal range.
Yeah.
4th and 3. What do? Kick a field goal, right? Make it a 3-score
About
game.
to say apparently not whatever he did.
He went for it. He
Yeah.
went for it. They did not convert, and that's when San Fran got all their momentum. They went down. They got the ball back right there. They went down and scored, and then they just kept scoring and won.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame him for going after his heart, that crazy little dreamer. I hope he dreams again next year.
I mean, he did that all season. He went for
They
he went
had
on
the
4th
most for,
Yeah.
what was it?
Fourth down conversions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's a maniac. He's crazy. Good for him. It worked. But it just didn't work that time. But
Can't win them all.
yeah, I can't win them all. It's easy
But-
to say in retrospect.
I think that there's...
Had they converted, he would have looked like a genius.
I feel like, you know how you were talking about... Here we go, back to the Cowboys. How I feel like any coach that makes their team get to the playoffs,
Yeah.
that they should be good for that year. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, you stink, it's almost like, do you want to be our coach next year or not? Like, it's up to the coach. It's not you get fired because you suck. Because if you can make it to playoffs, I feel like you're already like
top tier.
Exactly. So why would you get punished?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And then you're literally going against the best of the best, where everything else is divisionally, and like the schedules, you know, some teams, not saying any teams in particular, but some teams have easier seasons.
Oh, of course.
And schedules than other teams. And that kind of like evens the playing field.
Yeah.
So, no pun intended, playing field. Is that like the basketball field?
The basketball field.
Basketball is played on a field, just to let you know, guys.
Yeah.
My bad.
Don't mean to talk about football this entire show, but it's just kind of what's going on in our life right now. No, it's fine.
I was totally there.
I'm not trying to apologize. I'm just, you know.
Yeah. Oh, if you guys have any like family friendly podcasts too, feel free to drop it below, because apparently the Kelseys are the best I got.
The Kelsey podcast is definitely not family friendly.
Yeah, I was a little earmuffs.
Yeah.
Earmuffs. And yeah, more Travis than Jason. And apparently Jason, sorry, now we're going to get back into football. Jason has this real love and appreciation and respect for cats, but outdoor cats.
Cats.
Yeah, and they were talking about something about him getting a cat, but he doesn't want a cat. He wants to get a cat that he can make go missing, and it'll be okay. So I'm assuming like his family, like his kids and stuff, want him to get a cat, and he's hoping the cat will just like go outside and like live outside. But he actually really likes cats, and he was talking about a story that when he was younger, they had a family cat, and he watched the cat like grab a bird midair and kill it, and he was just crazy. Like,
that's impressive.
Yes. He's like, cats are supposed to be like big cats, wild cats, like
warriors,
and they're like making cat sounds to each other. It was kind of this weird like, and Jason's explaining like, well, if you want like a roar, you want like a lion, but like a tiger's more like a row. And I'm like, what are they doing? I guess.
Speaking of which, the other night, I don't know why you did this, but we're just laying in bed, and then you go,
I don't know what he's about to say, so
you go, hey, Alexia, play cat sounds.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, and like the volume was up pretty high. It just goes, and our dog started freaking out. She goes running because she thought it sounded like a real, you know, our cat.
Yeah.
Freaking out or something.
It sounded like a supersized house cat was just going.
Yeah.
And well, I did that because
I was like, why would you do that? And our dog started freaking out.
I thought you meant I did that in my sleep.
Oh no.
But I was totally awake. I was with it. And what I was thinking was Oakley was messing around with some toy that was going ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
You know that like squeaky thing?
Yeah.
And he was driving me crazy. It was like bedtime, and it's like, I don't know what it is. As soon as the baby goes to sleep, then the dog gets really needy. And then as soon as the dog settles, then like Oakley has his turn. And I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, just psh.
Yeah.
And so I thought if he heard another cat, it would like kind of freak him out a little bit, and he'd just go under the bed and just like stay. And I had no idea that Kimber was going to like be like, oh my God, there's another cat in here. Like, what do we do?
Yeah, she went running. She was about to attack.
I don't know if she thought that Oakley was in trouble or
probably.
what.
I mean,
but
why else would there be a cat in her house?
She was like about to save the day. About to save the day, my girl was.
Yeah, that was wild. But
that's why I did that. And then Ryan was like, why would you do that? As if I knew this like crazy like result was going to happen. Meanwhile, I probably have my eye mask on. I'm like, no, it's fine. Just go to sleep. It's okay. Alexa, shh. Alexa never listens to me either, by the way.
No, she doesn't.
Never.
Every time you call her name, it's just like radio silence. Excuse me, radio silence.
And I try to be so nice to her. I'm like, Alexa, darling, would you mind playing like...
Dearest Alexa, would you mind?
What do I say? Thunderstorms. Alexa,
can I bother you for...
please play Thunderstorms. And like when she asks things, she'll be like, oh, would you like this? And I'm like, no, thank you. That's all set. But thank you for asking. And she's like, like I try to be so nice to her. And then like, she don't listen.
I hate it when you ask her something and then she's just like, would you like to hear your notifications for today? No, that's not what I asked you. I asked you for something.
See, and that's the person that she listens to. And then meanwhile, I'd be like, no, Alexa, that's great. We'll just keep those on hold. I'm probably like, no, Alexa, please ask Ryan when he gets home. He loves that. Oh, Alexa.
Man.
And I don't know what those colors mean. Does anyone know the different colors on the Alexa? Because sometimes it goes around and it's yellow. And it's like solid yellow.
That's
but
on
you
like
don't
the
talk
hockey
to
puck
it.
version. Because we have two.
Yeah.
We have that. And then we have the one that's like a
Yeah,
screen.
but the one downstairs, it has like this weird yellow line that goes around the bottom. And it just stays lit up yellow.
That's like it's listening, I think.
Well, I
Or
didn't
like
talk
when you
to
say
her
her name,
Yeah.
that line comes up on the
Oh.
screen. But the one upstairs, I don't know. The hockey puck version, I don't know what it's called.
We have that one upstairs, but
Yeah.
yep, that was good.
Need water?
You need water?
Take a drinky drink.
You gotta open your mouth.
He's like taking breaths in between
Oh,
gulps.
good job.
Good job.
You feel better? Are you okay? Well, we have some ideas. I got some ideas, but I don't think we have enough time today.
For
I
what?
have just more things to talk about on here.
yeah.
Some more research that I've done. More water. I got some more water for next time.
Oh, that's something I wanted to tell everybody. That, like, this is like super random, but I was just thinking of it because he was right here. There's like this super easy dinner or lunch recipe for a toddler that I make.
Oh, and it's like healthy.
Yeah,
It's
it's like homemade chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets.
They're super easy to make. I could just explain it right now. All you do is just take ground chicken, like minced up chicken. They sell it. Oh, what?
What?
And you just put spices in it. You put like more. You just put salt, pepper, paprika. I think you put like mustard powder in there. Mix it all up. Form like little nuggets, and then just roll it in breadcrumbs and air fry it.
He loves it.
Comes out great. He loves them.
And then sometimes he'll make them into bigger patties. So we have
Yeah.
them on like a chicken patty burger
Yep.
type thing. And it is so good. And it's also like really low calorie too, because we got it. Wasn't it? What was it?
The chicken?
Did you have it or did Jess have it?
I don't know. I don't know.
But
what
one
the
of
ca-
you guys
Oh.
found this recipe.
Yeah,
and
that was me.
It went along with a burger, and it was like,
Homemade McChicken.
yeah,
From
so
McDonald's.
there's a sauce that goes with it too, like in the original one.
So like the McChicken sauce is basically, it's just 3 ingredients. It's mustard, a little bit of mustard, mayonnaise, and I think garlic powder. Mix that up, you'll have the sauce that they put on the McChickens.
I didn't even know about the third thing. So
Yeah.
when I've done it, I just did mustard and mayonnaise, and
Yeah, that's good enough.
apparently,
Yeah.
I ate it. I don't
Yeah,
even
no, it's
like
really good.
mustard, and I ate it. So, do you want some chicken, Ryan? You don't have to answer and all that. Do you want some chicken?
I love how he answers the questions.
like how
Like,
he's
he grabs the mic. Oh, careful. Don't spill it, bud.
All right, I think we're gonna go
All right, guys.
and get him some food before he drinks all my water and fills up on liquid.
Thanks for listening to this recipe. Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? Drop it down in the comments below.
Red team.
The red team, of course.
Red team.
Yeah.
We should. Ryan, do you think the red and white team or the red and yellow team's gonna win? Red team.
Red team. Okay, well,
We'll keep you guys
he'll be
posted.
right. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. Already got there, bud.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Ryan,
We'll see you.
who's the better player, Travis or Jason? Who's better, Travis or Jason? He's thinking about it.
He'll let us know.
It's close.
We'll be putting him to bed, and he'll be like, Travis!
He'll be like, what's their mom's name? I think she's the winner in this.
Donna Kelsey.
He'll be like, Swift.
Yeah.
Swift.
All right, guys. We'll see you.
All right, bye, you crazy little dreamers. Let's go. Dreamer down. Dreamer down.